Hey everybody, welcome to J Stern Designs. Today's an exciting day because I'm going to show you my new Easy Fit, Easy Sew yoga pant pattern, and I have a sample sewn up and I am actually having it tested with some pattern testers now. So what I'd like to do is talk about the pattern and the rise and sort of show you how the waistband sits. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show how to adjust the front rise, because one of my pattern testers is having a baby and she wanted to know if these yoga pants could be adapted to be a maternity friendly outfit. And it's super easy to do. So I'm going to show step by step how to make sort of a maternity yoga pant out of this pattern. And I'm just going to show you a sample, and that's what we're going to do today. So first of all, let me just show you. In front of me I have the pants sewn up, and you can see they are very simple. There's no side seam, and it's got a center, obviously the center crotch in the front and the back, and then it has an inseam. Okay, so that's all there is to this pattern. They're very, very comfortable. I've made 3 pairs for myself already, and I'm shipping off a pair for my daughter who's a size 18. So I'm trying it in a broad range of sizes. It's really exciting. All right, so here's what the pattern looks like, and you can see that it's just the front and the back with no side seam, and you can make them as long or short as you want. In the pattern, I give guidelines for shorts with a 10-inch inseam, capri length yoga pants that have a 15-inch inseam, and then a full length yoga pant that has a 30-inch inseam. This is the center front, okay, and this is the center back, and this is obviously the inseam, okay, and this is the other inseam. And what I want to show you how to do with this is how to lower the rise. Now, as they're pretty low rise already, because the way this is going to be a really easy to customize pattern is when you develop your waistband. So you can see when I add the waistband up at the top, it's going to add, it could be half the rise depending on how wide you make your waistband. I made mine with an 8-inch strip folded in half is a 4-inch. And then really when it's finished, it's probably, 3 1/4 because there's 3/8 inch seam allowances. So you can really play with the rise of this. If you want the waistband to sit, at your natural waist, over your belly button, under your belly button, wherever you want it, it's going to be really easy to adjust. That's how you get the total rise on this pattern. So to lower the rise and make it comfortable for maternity wear, especially if you don't want to stretch, you don't want to stretch that fabric over your belly, so you want it to sit under your belly. So what you would have to do then is shorten the front rise. Because I know I'm going to be adding length back on when I add the waistband, I'm going to want to shorten this leg portion. I think a good place to start would be 2 inches, okay? Because the cool thing is, once you try this on, when you have the legs constructed, you could then go back and shorten it a little bit more if you need to. So you don't want to go crazy and make it too short, because you can't glue fabric back on and make it higher. So I'm going to mark 2 inches like this. And what I'm going to want to do is sort of make a note where the middle of my pattern is, which would be approximately the side seam. So the side seam would approximately be here. So my front waistline is from here to here, and then the back from here to there is the center back. We don't want to take much off the back. We just want to deal with the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a guideline from my 2-inch mark just past my center line, or right near my center line. Okay, so there's a straight line. Once I have my guide from 2 inches down at the center front to nothing at the side seam, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a little bit of a right angle here, because if you come down to the center front at a hot angle like this, you're going to get a V, and that's really not attractive. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to make a second guideline that's going to be about 1 inch long, and it's creating a right angle here. because when we know if we sew this together, it'll go smoothly across the center front, and that's what we want. I'm going to take a French curve, and I'm just going to gradually curve off of my straight, my little straight guideline to the original guideline at the side seam, and it's going to create this really nice, gentle shaped waistline edge. Now, when I get to the top here, I don't want to have that rough angle either, so I'm going to smooth us out from where I was in the front to the back, and I'll actually use red so you can see the difference. So basically I'm going to start about 1 inch in front of my side seam, and I'm just going to draw a line that curves gently to the back like that. All right, so now you can see I've lowered my front rise 2 inches, and then I gently slope up and then slope into my original back waist edge. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, just to make it easy for you to see, I'm just going to cut that off. All right, so that's how the pattern is going to look. And basically what you're going to do now is design the waistband to go with it. And the way you want to do that is you actually want to take your strip of knit and wrap it around yourself once you have your pants on. So you don't have to worry about the waistband until after you've sewn these together. Okay. Then with the pants on you, take a strip of knit, wrap it around your waist, or right on top of where the top of the yoga pants are sitting, and then you can sort of customize the snugness. So you can determine how long you want the waistband to be. Okay, so that's how you would get the length. Now to get the width, remember you're going to be folding this in half. Okay, so once you sew it into a circle, okay, it'll be twice as long as this. You'd cut this on the fold this way, and then you would fold it in half. And you can see that that would just add a little bit back in, and that rise will be pretty low. And depending on your shape, you may want it a little bit lower. And if that's the case, you would just cut a little bit more off on your fabric. You can sort of chalk it in and make it a little bit deeper. But that's how you would adjust this one-piece yoga pants pattern to be comfortable for maternity wear. All right, so you could make this lower and make your waistband even a little bit wider if you want to. So you can sort of play with the dimension. But I think a good place to start is 2 inches down in the front, and then gently blend yourself back up to the original waistline in the back. If you have a one-piece yoga pant pattern that you love and you already own it and you want to use it, please do. This pattern is going to be ready in the next couple of weeks. I've worked on a downloadable version, and I will also have a print version. I'm going to debut it at the American Sewing Expo in Novi, Michigan later in the month. So if any of you are going to see me there, you can see this pattern and the samples in person. If you have any questions about fitting the pattern, even if it's not my pattern, you can post comments below, or you can visit my blog at J Stern Designs. And I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon.